The picturesque aerials looking out toward Lake Michigan on a great afternoon for baseball from Wrigleyville. It's the Diamondbacks and Cubs. Next on the show. A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. Tonight, the second of four between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks as manager Kirk Gibson sets his 1 through 9 up this way. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star Jon Lester. Marcell Ozuna will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Swinging a high chopper to third. Throws in time, and that's out number one. So Lester off to a good start, and with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in looking for a bleeder, a bloop single, anything to kickstart the average a bit because he's had a rough go of it these past 6 ball games.
Let's go, Cubbies!
That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first inning single.
Michael Lee will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fouled back. Runners on first with 1 down. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. From the stretch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
kind of hard to think that he wouldn't have had an idea that a fastball might be coming here, but judging by his reaction, I should say lack of reaction, I guess not.
Thomas will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
2 out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2013, a second straight injury-filled season for Kemp. Wound up playing in just 73 ball games following 106 the year before. But if you go back to 2011, he was 1 homer away from finishing with a 40-40 campaign.
And that's only happened 4 times in history, so that tells you how good he was that year.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack, no score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against a fellow who's really opened a lot of eyes in the early part of his career, all-star lefty Patrick Corbin. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Nolan Arenado will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ball 1. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And that's in there, 3-1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. On to first with it is Hill, one away.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Ben Zobrist will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. First pitch coming. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a fastball here is hit softly to the left side of the infield. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Sammy Sosa will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days, as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 2nd inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Mark Trumbo leads things off now in the top half of the 2nd.
Arizona. First baseman, Mark Trumbo.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit here to open up the 2nd.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Aaron Hill will be the batter. And this will be fouled away. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is all born from the fact that they're facing a really dangerous guy up there at the plate. And now with the runner up to second base anyway, they may even choose just to go ahead and put him on.
Let's kill the inning right here, okay?
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike.
Suzuki.
And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Kurt Suzuki will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Batting ninth, catcher, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin will dig in here. Here's the first offering. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Anthony Rizzo will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Rizzo.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One a fastball high. 2-1 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Ryan Sweeney will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And this will find the seats in left for a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Ryan Sweeney. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Number 7 will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Number 7.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss. Good slurve. 0-2 now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The 1-2 with one away. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle.
And that's what speed does. Just a little ground ball here, but he's hustling all the way and beats it out for an infield single.
Wellington Castillo will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
All right, come.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he sits right on the changeup that time and belts it into right for a base hit.
Well, that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get good contact and send it into right field for the base hit.
Doug Bernier will stand in for the first time here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here's the 1-1. On the ground is second. That's Echeverria for one. On to Trumbo, and they turn it. It's a double play, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Marcell Ozuna is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Now here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Horrible call. That was a strike.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
2-1. Here's Lester's offering. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get fouled. 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
A runner at first with no outs here. Gets a piece of this one as it's pushed foul wide of first. Now here's a ground ball toward the hole, and it's going to sneak on through into left field for his second hit of the night.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. This is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. Close to the bag, gets second there. Now the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. I'm not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Thomas will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits. Got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Matt Kemp will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And this ball will be chopped foul. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. John Lester makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Sean Lester.
Low with the slurve there, 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. In for strike two. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
To right field. And 1 away now here in the Chicago third.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Nolan Arenado will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
0-1.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a 1-out single.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's running towards second, and this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. The 1-2. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. One there on to first, and for the second time in 3 innings they've bounced into a double play, and with this one the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Mark Trumbo will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
First baseman, Mark Trumbo.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth. Aaron Hill will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around.
Number 2, Aaron Hill.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. In there, and it's 0-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. It remains 1-0. Sammy Sosa will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Sammy Sosa.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
All right, go.
Here's the pitch.
Here we go.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Anthony Rizzo will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Here we go, Cubby. Let's go, Cubby.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Come on.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Ryan Sweeney will stand in again. He homered his first time around.
Come on, Cubs!
Hit on the ground towards first. A stab, and he's got it. To second for one. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
Oh, there is so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back, they hit someone's helmet, anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
Number 7 will dig in. He singled his first time around. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
0-1.
Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
You got it, Cubs. Come on, let's go.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Oh, he finds a way to knock this down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Wellington Castillo will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Got him lunging that time as he pushes one on the ground to second. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Patrick Corbin will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-2 now from Lester. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Now the pitch by Lester, sent on the ground to Zobrist at second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop,
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The right fielder,
Michael
number
Lee
8.
will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Hard hit to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Doug Bernier will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Doug Bernier.
And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. No problem here, 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher, Sean Lester.
John Lester will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Here we go, Tom. Here we go.
Ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Right back with a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that 2-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled straight back. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
Nolan Arenado will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Please win, Cubs.
3-0 now.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Go! Come on, Cubs.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kemp is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Thomas will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Third baseman, number 24.
Let's go!
And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that 3rd inning. I'm not sure that he's ever really been the same after that.
Matt Kemp will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Now the first pitch here from Lester. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-0 now from Lester. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the 2nd out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Mark Trumbo will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And this will bounce up against the ivy now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Aaron Hill will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. For Trumbo, the double was his third of the season here in this first month.
Come on, you can do it.
Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here's another 1-2. Now a curveball here as he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 7 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ben Zobrist will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And he lays off there 1-0. Now for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here comes a 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this is fouled straight back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here comes a 1-2. Grounded softly to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Kurt Suzuki will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Fouled back. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
The 2-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up out in front of the mound. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
DJ LeMahieu will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9, DJ LeMahieu.
At third, Arenado. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder
Marcell Ozuna will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Let's go, shut him down.
First pitch on the way. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. 2 out, nobody on. That's back up the middle and into center field. So maybe a chance here. The tying runs aboard with 2 away.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Pedro Strop will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Pedro.
Adeiny Echeverria will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First offering on the way. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. And that's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
And he's able to go with a fastball nicely there as this is sliced into right for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Michael Lee will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Sosa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Oliver Perez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ryan Sweeney will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
Let's go one more time, baby.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two and one.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Right now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Just a great at-bat here to start the inning against a tough left-handed pitcher. You see him stay on this pitch all the way. He's aboard here with a leadoff single.
Number 7 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Let's get the runner across.
And that's in there for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. The look by Perez, now the pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. This is taken in by Trumbo, and there's out number 1.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Wellington Castillo will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Look out for the double play.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. Kemp has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Doug Bernier will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Let's go, Doug!
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And when you're not scoring a lot of runs, sometimes you feel like you've got to start taking some chances out there on the base paths. This was a good time to run here, and he moves into scoring position at second base.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Come on, Tubby.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Let's put a few on the board.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Thomas will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Third baseman, number 24.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. One 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Come on, let's do it.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Sosa is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Matt Kemp will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Strike him out.
First pitch coming. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wade Davis will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Number 17, Wade Davis. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 47, Miguel Montero.
Carl Crawford will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Carl Crawford.
Come on, good.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now the pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now
Called to
pitching
the
for
bullpen here is
Arizona,
the hard-throwing
number
right-hander
53,
Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment. Brandon Drury is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 62.
Miguel Montero will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher Miguel Montero.
Lays off 1-0. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Three and 2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3 and 2. You know, he's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Nolan Arenado will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Ben Zobrist will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And this is on the ground for Aaron Hill at second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 1-0. Rafael Betancourt is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 63, Rafael Betancourt.
Aaron Hill will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Right here.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Now the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And a good fastball here as he pops him up back behind second base. Bernier ranges back and he has it for route number 2.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Cody Ross will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 7, Cody Ross.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
1-1 pitch on the way. And he misses 2-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Jon Lester. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he needed just a little help to get out of that 7th inning, but all in all, that's 6 2/3 very strong innings for him on the mound.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 1-0. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Jon Lester. His record is now 3-0. The save to Rafael Betancourt, his 9th. Loss goes to Patrick Corbin. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.